What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Ricky Cheteri for coming through and boosting up the coin. So, listen, people, it's about 2 weeks out. No, 2 weeks, 16 days away from Mike Tyson versus Fake Paul. Now, I'm gonna be straight up with you, man. That's what I'm gonna do. We got $30 on the table right now on Mike. That's what we have got. Mike at about 3-1. Yeah, 3-1 underdog. You put $30 on, you get a $1 profit back, more or less. Bash. I ain't playing with these new age cats, man. That's what I'm not doing. I'm not playing with these new age cats. Now, as you've seen by the title, we're gonna go over all of Mike's recent sparring footage and bag work, but I'm not really too we'll play the bag work since we're here, but I'm not too interested in the bag work. He does look better on the bag work, or sorry, on the pads and whatnot. So let's get to it all now. We'll start off with we'll go in chronological order.
You have sparkling.
Now, if you see what I mean, he does look 60 years old, if I'm honest. On the bag, it's not as obvious. Really, I should download these so I can slow it down. On the bag there, it looks alright. But this sparring bit here, it's like his feet are about a foot out of place. His feet aren't tracking. Also, he's not getting no leverage on his straights. Mike actually had a pretty good jab. In quite a few fights, Mike was out jabbing tall, lanky fighters in his prime. These times, it's like he looks old, I'm not going to lie. Watch his 1-2. Watch the 1 as he falls in.
You have sparkling.
It's like a bit crabby. It's a bit crabby. So you see him coming now. That jab there was nothing on that. It's kind of like a push-up. But even the right hand that's coming now, watch the right hand. It's crabby. Yeah, he looks like he's 58 years old. That said, on the plus side, his head movement's there and whatever else. I mean, I don't know. I'm happy to lose 30 quid in this one. Back in my time, I can't stand Fake Paul. At the end of the day, yeah, when it's all said and done, Jake Paul went life and death with Tommy Fury. Yeah, so I have to believe 58 or not, Mike going to do something with this guy here. Don't forget, we have seen him in there with Roy Jones. That was, albeit, 3 or 4 years ago, which is a shame. But if Mike Tyson comes in like he did with Roy Jones, that level, now Mike's actually claiming he's been doing it longer now. Into that Roy Jones fight, that was really towards the start of when Mike started cleaning up. When he fought Roy Jones in 2020, up until about 2019, he was just caning whatever he was doing, caning the greens, caning the Moody Frog Venom, and whatever else. It was that Roy Jones fight that inspired him to get back into training properly, and ever since then, he's been going straight through. So that's the first video, and that was a week ago. What we don't know is, though, whilst this video came out a week ago, we don't know, is it 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago? Relevance? If this was longer ago than last week, he might have got sharper, potentially. But again, he alleges he's been training for the last 3 or 4 years pretty consistently. So, is he going to get sharper? I wouldn't have thought so based on that. Here's some more footage here.
Nice left hook. Up.
Was good for today.
Yeah.
I truly believe.
You sure?
Yeah, me
yes.
too.
You fucking sure?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. You sure?
Yeah.
Fuck with me, it's alright?
Yes. Let's do this.
You did great.
We're done.
We're gonna do it.
You sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I got a lot in me.
Some work, boy.
Let's get started. Nice left hook. Up.
Was good for today.
Yeah.
I truly
You
believe.
sure?
Yeah, me
Yes.
You fucking sure?
Yes.
So the coach is, after the knockdown, the coach is allegedly stopping the sparring, saying we've done enough for today. I think the argument is they're making is, we want to save something for the ring. You don't want to overdo it. I don't know. The problem is a lot of these new sports science guys, they do too much of that. They're always holding you back, so you ain't actually getting exposed to the exhaustion you need to for a real fight. What's the point holding back? They should have brought, if he was legitimately knocked out. Some people are saying, oh, it was staged. It could be. It felt a little bit cinematic to me. Is it the case that the cameras are just there and they've just caught it? I don't know. Man, they should have brought another sparring partner in and get this guy working, man. If he's telling you he wants to do more work, I guess again, this was only a week ago. So have they started tapering down already? Who knows? There's too much speculation. And this bet here isn't really about me betting with my head. I think the fight's 50-50, if I'm honest. And if Mike was a narrow underdog, I wouldn't bet on it. But at 3-1, I'll take a punt. Bottom line, because Fake Paul's no good. And Fake Paul, even with these pushed, crabby shots, I still don't think... Fake Paul's, number one, never been in there with a heavyweight. Never. 50-year-old or not, 58-year-old or not, he's never been in there with a heavyweight. The biggest he's been in there really is Tommy Fury, who's a 175er. Going up from 175 to cruiserweight to heavyweight, it's a big step. Yes, Mike is old. There's no doubt. The footage here shows he's a step short. He's a step short, and he's not got leverage he used to have. That neurological mobility to slip in and rip in. They're more... Yeah, they look more like arm push punches, crab punches. There's no real whip to them like they used to have. Watch again.
Absolutely.
Yes. You sure?
Yes.
Fuck with me, it's alright?
Nope. Let's do this.
You did great.
We're done.
We're gonna do it.
You sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I got a lot in me.
So Mike says,
Good work, boy.
Just getting started.
I got a lot in me, I'm just getting started. And that is a positive thing with this Mike situation. He wants this. Well, allegedly. We don't know what's scripted, what's not scripted, what's he's just been told to say, but I've got a video coming soon. There was an interview on a channel called Fox 4 News. And I'm sorry if Mike is just shilling this fight like he used to do. When Mike was on his way out, I think he was fighting Kevin McNeely or something like that. He was always talking a big talk and did nothing in the fight, right? He might be doing the same again, just to pull our leg. But I have to believe. He's convinced me, that's what I can say. But I've been wrong before. Fake Paul convinced me he was going to smoke Tommy Fury. So I clearly have a predisposition towards people who talk confidently, right? Bottom line. But I don't know. I've heard little bits and bobs here. Mike referencing cuss and whatnot. I can't believe he knows it's all a big ruse. And he's going to jump on the floor. And I can't believe that. If he knew it was a big ruse, he wouldn't have to use Cuss's name in vain like that. I believe Mike's got too much respect. Now, with that said, does that mean that, because Mike's serious, he can never get beat by Jake Paul? No, it doesn't. Now, if Mike was 50 and not 58, there'd be no conversation here for me. We've seen George Foreman at 49. A 50-year-old George Foreman would knock the brakes off of Fake Paul. Fact. A 50-year-old Mike Tyson would knock the brakes off him. It's a case of aging's exponential. It's not linear. It's not like from 29 to 30 ain't the same as, from 25 to 30 isn't the same as 54 to 59. That's like a whoa. 54 to 59 is like 25 to 40 or something. It's like literally like that. It's a big, and the next 5 years are another on top of that one. So, yeah, it looks crabby, I'm not going to lie. Watch again.
What is that?
Crabby right hand.
Left hook.
The hook came in. The hook came in. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's not the best footage of I'm trying to explain here. Is there another one? Oh, that's annoying. Where did I see the other one then? Oh, that was this one. Maybe here. Let's watch this pad one as well. I'm trying to think, where did I... Oh, it was Instagram maybe. Yeah, it's Instagram. Let's watch this pad as well. So on the pads, I don't know if they sped it up. Maybe they put a 10% or a 20% speed up. But on the pads, it looks a lot better. On the pads, he looks more put together. which is like most people, to be fair. But in the sparring, naturally, it's more, the holes are more obvious. Let's watch it here. But his head movement's good, though. I do have to say, his head movement is good. His head movement is good. But his shots look crabby. Like, you see that left hook there? It looks crabby, man. His head movement, that is, listen, I said at the start of the video, his head movement is on it. And that's what I think will matter with fake pull. I don't think fake pull is good enough. Listen. If Mike's in there slipping and rolling, fake pull is very ponderous. His jab's very ponderous. And if Mike can be in there rocking and rolling and making fake pull miss and touching him with something. So yeah, there's enough here. At the end of the day, people, at 3-1, there's enough RC here to take a punt on Mike. You can see his hands, though. His hands are they're like a little dull. They're a little dull. And, I mean, he's kind of tapping. It's like a tap almost. He's not getting that. He's not punching through the target like he used to. He's punching like an old man. That is how it feels. But his head movement's there, man. Maybe this is... And the guy he's boxing with, what can we say about him? He's a standard type of dude, to be honest. But Mike's making him look silly and making him miss and making him pay. Or making him miss and making him pay, yeah. So, it's worth a punt at 3-1. That's the conclusion here, folks. And for me, the excitement of it, knowing I've got $30 on the line, it's going to add that little bit of thing to it. I want Mike to go in there, just stick it on that guy. Fake pull is no good, man. There's a reason he fights blowing up Mike Perry and blowing up everyone. He hasn't fought no one his own size until Tommy Fury, who's the B level. Tommy Fury is not even B level, he's regional level. Yeah, Tommy Fury would not beat Dan Aziz for the British title, for example, or wouldn't have done. He would not do that. Dan Aziz would beat Tommy Fury's ass. So, fake pull is losing to regional level dudes. Life and death with Tommy Fury, who can't punch. At 175 or 185 catch rate, whatever weight it was. You're now going in there, yes, he's old, but you're now going in there with a 230-pound man. Something you've never felt. What, you fought Mike Perry, who's a 170-pounder, soaking wet. Yeah? So old or not, and I've got a video coming soon, but I've seen fake pull sparring. Yeah, fake pull's fighting these... Yes, these guys are no quicker than Mike. Look at this cat here, look. Look at this cat here. This cat here is no quicker than Mike. Look at this cat. This guy's no better than this guy's no better than Mike. In fact, this guy's worse than Mike. No head movement, no nothing. Standing there, pulling back with his head. People, you know someone never boxed before, yeah? If you're pushing, if someone goes to punch you and you're kind of twitching back with your head, you can't box for nothing, man. You're scared to get hit. Watch again. Watch this guy. Watch the way this guy's head twitches. Watch. Look, he's just all loose as a goose, man. It's no good. And this is fake pull. This is the clip fake pull put out. So this is fake pull's best work. Fake pull's best work here, people. Yeah, his best work. And his shots, fake pull shots aren't digging either. He just slaps about. So I don't know. Mike will be in there. If he can bob and weave enough, which he looks like he can. Really, the sparring partner Mike had, we just watched. He looks like fake pull, more or less. Yeah? He looks like fake. Look, fake pull will be doing all them kind of same moves, just slinging off and running. Look, that same sloppy right hand. This guy really is like a fake pull number 2. He'll come in with a sloppy right hand and he's slapping away. So this is a good sparring for Mike. Exactly how fake pull will fight. Running backwards and slapping away. So we're going to ride this till the wheels fall off, man. It's going to be too much head movement for Mike. And that's with head guard on as well. It's so much harder to move your head and have visibility when you've got head guard on. So if Mike's in here slipping, and it's also hard to get out of the way of big old gloves. Big old gloves with head guards on, it's impossible to slip. Because you always get hit there. Your head's twice as big and the gloves are twice as big, so you can't miss someone's head. If Mike's slipping and weaving in there with big gloves and big head guard, put them little gloves on and no head guard, he's going to be tightening it up even more. That's what he's going to be doing. It's just a case of... It's annoying that I don't know what the trainers are doing, but he's not... I think when you spend so much time out of the ring, and even the little experience I have, if you haven't sparred for a while, yeah, it's almost like the anticipation. You want to put your hands on them, so you're just trying to slap about rather than think about what you're doing. So you're just focused on trying to put hands on them any old how, which is not really how Mike used to do it. Mike would be ferocious, but they looked like more. There was more intent. He wasn't just pushing shots out. These kind of clips, they look like he's pushing. Even there, like I never remember seeing Mike Tyson throw a 1-2-1, for example. And there's several times, I think in that last clip we saw, he threw a 1-2-1. A 1-2-1 is like a rabbit punching type thing, in my opinion. A 1-2-1 is like it's a rush. It's like a touch him. On the flip side, though, I think Usyk will sometimes do that for a 1-2-1, and it can keep your opponent busy, especially if they can't box and they're scared to get hit like fake Paul. I think there was one clip we played a minute ago, and Mike was lunging in a sparring session.
Nice left.
It couldn't have been that one, could it? What one was it then? What did we just watch? No, this one here. See, on the bag, man, he's turning his shots over. So you see that bag work. Now watch this sparring. It's like, here we go. Watch 1-2. It's pushing it. They're quick. They're pretty quick though. He's not digging like he's the bag. See that right hand on the bag. He's like proper. Yep. Getting into it in the spars though. Watch, so he comes in 1-2. That was like a 1-2. It's like a snap 1-2. Listen, fake Paul. Maybe it's strategic. Maybe Mike Tyson thinks fake Paul's going to be running, so I need to herd him. These shots honestly look more like Beterbiev, if I'm honest, rather than a traditional Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was able to get rapid leverage. Now they look more like Beterbiev shots. What we're not sure of is how much impact they're going to have. Beterbiev is very unique, really. I can't think of one fighter, not in my weak historical knowledge, but one fighter who can... Beterbiev shots look like arm shots. I don't know how he generates power, but traditionally, if you saw Beterbiev punching and didn't see his record, you'd think, oh, he can't punch. Because he doesn't... He's not like proper winging his hips in. He's just like, I don't know, he's got bare strength. These shots look more like that from Mike. You know what I mean? They're like just pushing them in. There is a trade-off between power and speed, of course. What would I advise for Mike? I guess mix it up. Start quick. Start not loading up, just touching. And then start whapping at the end. I guess it's probably better though he doesn't go in there loading up anyway, to be honest. If you go in there just completely loading up, things can look silly for you quickly. So maybe it's not the worst thing that Mike isn't as... He's not as snapping as he used to be. He's not as snapping. The bag though, it looks pretty good. It's pretty good, man, on the bag. Head movement. Just a bit rabbity. Just a bit rabbity, man. Just a bit rabbity. That's all I can say, people. If you watch Mike Tyson's old school sparring, let's have a look now. Let's see how he used to spar. Let's see Prime Tyson spar in 1986. Stepping in with lead uppercut, isn't that? See, his jab there is just obviously, it's just crisp. It's obviously, man, he's 60 years old now, but when you go back and look at Mike, a young Mike, it's just obviously phenomenal, but he's not twitching like this anymore. That is a fact. You can talk about how he's 58 or whatever, but he's not this sharp anymore. Yeah, it's proper. Let's have a look. I want to see if he's pushing his shots. Yeah, I mean, essentially, people, I think Mike's not as quick and not as mobile. Shock, essentially. Mike's not as quick and not as mobile as he was 40 years ago. That's what these clips here are showing. The reason his feet look a little bit slow and his hands look a little bit slow is because he's 60 years old. The question is he slow and old enough for no good regional level fake pull to do something? And at 3-1, I'm betting not. I'm praying that the boxing gods do it, summon something in there, and put it on fake pull. I don't even want him to knock him out. I want him to batter him and make him quit. That's what I want to see. I want to see him in there just working with him. Let's watch a bit of footage of let's watch some footage of Mike Tyson versus Jones, because this is obviously the best example. It's a shame really Mike didn't have a warm-up fight. I don't know, pick someone. I'm trying to think of an example. Mike should have fought someone. This was 3-4 years ago. What year was it? This was 2020. So yeah, 4 years ago, people. This was 4 years ago. So it would have been nice for Mike to get in there. I don't know who with, but with someone. Any random boxer, and let's have another look at him again. Let's watch this footage.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And Roy Jones was spoiling in this fight. So Roy Jones felt something. That's what he did do.
Exhibit their skills. So the opening bell then.
I mean, he looks pretty quick there, though. Yeah, Roy Jones is Mike hasn't got his range down. He's firing the jab out from way too far out, essentially. He said he should really walk his feet in first and then come forward with a jab once you're a little bit closer, because these jabs land.
Two men are to exhibit their skills.
It's quick though.
So
man.
the opening bell then.
And I think Roy Jones has got, even at this age, he's got better feet than Fake Paul. Fake Paul's feet are stuck in the mud. His feet are very stiff, and that's why Tommy boxed his head off, essentially.
And immediately, Roy Jones looking to.
See, look, Mike's the timing / the distance is just out. Mike was never going to land a right hook from there. I think he throws a right hook, watch, from the back.
Roy Jones looking to employ
even close. Body shot
his
in there.
speed of hand and foot.
Body shot again.
But already Tyson
Double left hook.
effective in closing the distance and landing.
Slips. This is what I was telling you though. Again, 3-1, folks. Roy Jones in this fight, he was throwing the Jake Paul jab. The Jake Paul jab. I'm going to step in, look at the floor, and then pull out, trying to not get hit. And I said to you, this could be critical here. Fake Paul has the most kind of clumsy and retarded jab I've ever seen. He's like, he looks at the floor, stabs it forward. Even when he throws his right hand, he looks at the floor and bowls it over. He's like one of them 3-year-olds who shuts their eyes and thinks no one can see them. He's like, oh, if I shut my eyes and pump my hand forward, I won't get hit. So Fake Paul will do this here. He'll put the jab out, step in with it with his big ponderous foot he has. And Mike will slip in like this, right there, slip on like that, and bang a left uppercut right up the middle there. You see that there? Watch. So his left hand's there, right round here, bash, right on that Habsburg big stiff chin he's got. Or whip a left hook round, because you know Fake Paul's, you know his guard's going to be leaky at the back.
2 shots to the body.
Because even though Roy Jones is old at this point, his feet are better than Fake Paul's. And his movement, and his waist movement.
To be an exhibition of skill is like.
There's no way Fake Paul, I've never seen Fake Paul dance in mountain like this before. His feet are
Tyson
are
bangs
pretty
to the
heavy.
body with the right hand once again.
Slip again. See that there? People. See that? There's no, I'm sorry, yeah. There you go. So again, Roy Jones doing the Jake Paul jab. Look at the floor. Throw your arm out. What does Mike do? He sees it. He slips to the outside this time. So Mike's got it. At least 4 years ago he had it. And we did see evidence of that in the sparring. He slips in. And Fake Paul's never been in there with someone who can slip and get off. That's what he's never been in there with. Yeah? Never mind also a heavyweight.
Again.
Left hook to the body. And this was this was an exhibition. Mike wasn't even going hard in this fight. Slip again. Roy Jones's jab in this thing here is about the same speed as Jake Paul's. Roy Jones has phenomenal speed. As quick as he used to be, but you best believe he's about the same as Jake Paul now. And Every single time, Mike's getting out of the way of it. Look, there you go. I'm telling you, I'm convincing myself now. The only issue is it's 4 years ago. 4 exponentially aging years. 55 to 59. They're taxing years, they are, obviously. But it's Mike's first fight back. And if Mike can get in there and slip a jab, as he will do, and make fake Paul pay. I've seen fake Paul in there with Tommy Fury, covered up and getting slapped to bits. They don't want to fight. You never saw Tommy Fury in there, yeah, with Tommy. Sorry, you never saw Jake Paul in there with Tommy, tucking up and then looking to get something off when it was all kicking off. No, he was standing there like a heavy bag. He can't fight on the inside. And Michael get on the inside. The same way he was getting on the inside with Roy Jones, yeah, was trying to be a thief in this fight. Doing things and then pulling out. Fake Paul ain't got the footwork like that. He'll step in with a jab, have his clumsy feet there, and like, what, Fake Paul's never felt heavyweight power either. Mike Tyson don't need to be the fastest he's ever been. Fake Paul's got an idea of boxing from UFC fighters. UFC power and boxing power is another level. Never mind UFC 170 soaking wet power and heavyweight 230 pounds power, boxer power. He's not felt that before. He had nightmares with Tommy Fury, who cannot punch, right? That's documented. He cannot punch at all. Tommy Fury's got more like UFC power. If not, I think Tommy Fury's got less power than UFC heads. He's got no power at all. He's up there with Paulie Malignaggi. Tommy Fury is. That's a fact, statistically speaking.
Takes a left hook to the chin.
Some feints. Big left hook there. Oh, he's cutting an angle as well.
Tyson charge.
I don't know, mate. If like I said before, if Mike comes in there, like if this Mike comes in, it's over for Fake Paul. Only reservations I have is it possible we don't get this level of Mike, even from 4 years ago. Which
Charging with a double left hook. As Tyson leads with a left
slip again.
hook once again. And Roy Jones trying to
And Mike's going to be so much more motivated now. He wants this. He wants this now. He wants it. He's been working for it now.
get to work behind
Caught with a jab. See, that is, he gets caught there and he's like a step. He's not got the energy in his feet. It makes him look clumsy. But then again, Roy Jones, look how Roy's moving around. When someone's moving that much, it can make you look clumsy. Even with Bivol and Beterbiev. Bivol was moving so much, it did make Beterbiev look clumsy at points. So Fake Paul ain't going to be moving like that. Fake Paul's going to be right there, more or less. We saw Fake Paul running around the ring from Woodley, 170 pounds soaking wet. So he'll be running, he'll get to the ropes, and he'll be fish food.
Rapid left jab and manages to hit
There's the jab.
without reply by using
Mike's trying to fight back though. He's trying to
Good
put the jab
footwork.
straight out there.
What will happen when Tyson does land a clean left hook? If he does land a clean left hook.
Slip again, left hook. You have to respect Mike, to be honest. And Mike said this. He said, "Listen, I'm not the average 60-year-old man," and that is a fact. What's his slip here? Watch. Slip. So he's slipped the jab again, and watch the left hook now. Bosh, right upside his head. He's over for Fake Paul, man. It's over for Fake Paul. He's over for Fake Paul's big ponderous look at the floor jab. In fact, let me get footage up right now. Is it this one here? Let's show you the jab I'm talking about. Whoa, what's going on here? Slap. What's he doing? Let's corny ass do. Here we go. That there is that big clumsy ass jab I'm talking about. Watch this. See that? Look at the floor. Fake Paul is looking at the floor, people. Big clumsy jab. He's like, oh, look at the floor. Fact. And then he looks at the floor, throws his jab, and then tries to club his right hand in. That is exactly what you saw there. Yeah, and I'm telling you, this big soft dude here ain't no Mike Tyson. Even at 58 years old, he's not. So when Fake Paul's doing this clubbing jab and clubbing right hand, watch. Clubs it in, slow as molasses, dopey as you like. Watch again. club and a club. You catch that guy with that. You ain't catching. I'm telling you now, based on the footage I've seen, you're not catching Mike with that. Look at the floor. You ain't catching a pro heavyweight boxer, 60 years old or not, with look at the floor clubbing jab. You're not doing that. You've seen that with Roy Jones. Roy Jones' jab was actually, I didn't realise, Roy Jones' jab was sharper than Fake Paul's there, for sure. Much sharper, much quicker. And Mike was, so forget about Fake Paul. Here we go again. Big clubbing jab. You see that big ponderous jab there, people? Watch again, watch. Ponderous. It's like, oh, he lunges in with it, watch. Lunge. And he's looking at the floor. And you see that one there? That lunge one? Mike gonna go right up the middle. Look where Fake Paul's hand and head lands. As he lunges in with a jab, you can see his head's right there. Mike will slip on the inside and the uppercut will go whoop right up there. Or it will slip on the outside like Tank did, I think. I think Tank slipped on the outside against someone, Leo Santa Cruz, and then just spuffed it up the middle. That's what will happen. It'll be a slip and whip for Mike. And Fake Paul will be swimming with fishes. That's what I believe will happen. From the evidence. Slapping around. Look at Fake Paul slapping around. Big bag of milk. Clubbing. Clubber. And this useless Nick in here, he's no good like that. All these shots that are catching this useless Nick ain't going to catch him like that. They're just not. I'm sorry, they're not. And Mike ain't going to respect these slappy punches from a 175 pounder. He's not going to respect them. Yeah? He's not going to respect them. And where's that other footage I need to show you as well? There's another piece of Jake Paul sparring footage. Not fixing to show you, man. Here we go. This is the one everyone's sucking off, man. This is the one everyone's ranting and raving about. Look at this clubbing. Look at this clubbing rubbish, man. Look at this. Watch this. Watch. Again, look at this guy, Fake Paul. He manages. Look at him. He's useless, man. Look at this, people. What is that? What is it? It's pissing me off. He's like leaning over his lead leg, looking at the floor, bowling his hand over. You ain't gonna beat Mike. You're not gonna beat Mike doing that. And there's no way I'm backing that. And you bugging. If you're backing this goofball at 3-1 by leaning over, do you know how slow it is? When you're watching sparring videos, you don't realise it looks okay quick, right? But when you're actually in there and you're a trained professional, when someone to lean over and look at the floor, you see it coming miles off, right? You see it coming miles off. That's what you do see. So he's getting this off on this goof troop here. Never seen him a day in my life. A big soft bulbous Nick. Look at the floor, bowl the right hand over. Okay, congratulations. You caught your moody sparring partner with that shot. You're not catching this Mike with that. You're not. I'm sorry. Mike was slipping most of the jabs from Roy Jones.
Left hook upstairs was partially blocked, then he came down to the body of Roy Jones.
Slip in. Beautiful jab! Beautiful, huh?
Tyson, the undisputed world champion for 3 years, but he has captivated the world's imagination for over.
I don't want to watch that shit, man.
Two.
Too much clinching in this fight, but Roy Jones was spoiling it because he felt the power. Roy Jones was literally clinging on for dear life.
Round.
And I get it, and this is the thing. Roy Jones really is probably a similar size to Fake Paul in that respect. He's not a heavyweight. Mike Tyson has been a heavyweight since he's about 12 years old. Fake Paul's a blown up, soft 175 pounder. He will feel the shots. He will feel the shots. Mike's looking okay to me. He's looking okay to me. To beat Fake Paul, that's for damn sure.
Spicy,
How about
sticky,
that?
and sweet.
That's how he
The
is
ultimate
looking.
Korean barbecue chicken from Domino's. Taste the Far East from your front room.
The bell a little bit more. Okay? Yeah, you got to jab more. Okay? You got to feint it. That's what I'm saying. Feint it.
Mike again. Roy Jones throws the jab. Mike slipping it off. You see how quick that jab was as well, people? This wasn't a Fake Paul look at the floor jab. He's trying to be quick and he's trying to be a thief in there, Roy Jones. He's trying to get something off and get out of there. Watch. Slaps it out. Rapid. Mike slipped it already. He slipped it, cutting an angle. And this is Roy Jones who's running like a... Mike Fake Paul doesn't have footwork like that. To jab and then lean down and spin off. He don't have that. He doesn't have that. So yes, Mike's looking a bit clumsy now because Roy Jones is so tricky with his feet. Fake Paul will not be that tricky. He will not be. And that angle you saw Mike trying to cut... When Mike tries to cut that angle on Fake Paul will be right there. Do you understand that, people? Watch. So look, Roy Jones throws the jab, Mike slips in, and then watch Roy Jones dips and then spins off. See, look, that footwork there, Fake Paul ain't never going to do. So watch Mike Tyson react. Mike slips, cuts an angle here. Fake Paul will be right there stuck in the mud. He'll be right there. Mike would have cut an angle, bap. Yeah? Left uppercut, left hook to the head, he sleep. That's what happened. Roy Jones, you can all laugh and say he's old or whatever. Roy Jones, even at this age, has better footwork than Fake Paul. Yeah? Especially Fake Paul at heavyweight, something we haven't seen yet. And when a man's 75 pounds naturally and he's 230, his feet are going to be so slow you wouldn't believe. And guess what? When we see Fake Paul sparring, what do we see? Watch this. You see a dude, his feet are clumsy. That's what his feet are. His feet are clumsy. Yeah, he's got soft, big bag of milk looking feet. That's what he got. What's this guy's feet? I mean, to be fair, actually, he's not. His feet aren't as stuck in the mud as I thought they was. But come on, there's little bits here where he's slapping away, man. He's stuck right there, man. He's stuck there. And this guy's no good. And it's the problem with Fake Paul and his sparring partners. He's used to teeing off on his sparring partners. He's got a false... Mike, he might be old, but he knows what a real fight... He knows what it's like to be hit by real old school dudes. He knows that. Now, is he too old to take the shots? Possibly. Fake Paul shots, though. Fake Paul could knock out Tommy. With due respect. Mike Tyson knows what a real hard shot feels like. Fake Paul does not. Fake Paul's never been hit hard in a fight, because he hasn't fought no one. And he's never been hit hard in sparring, because he brings in bums, like these two guys here. Yeah. So he would never have felt, never mind, he wouldn't even have felt real 175 power, real boxer power. He hasn't even felt real boxer power yet. Because he's only been here with Tommy Fury, who isn't a real boxer like that. So to feel real heavyweight power, I'm taking Mike Tyson all day. That's what I can tell you for free. Nothing Jake Paul can do can shock Mike Tyson is my base case. Now Mike Tyson might be too old and get caught. It's not going to be a shock to him now. Mike Tyson's not going to be in there panicking is the point I'm making. He's not going to feel like... Oh my, Fake Paul hit me and I've never felt that before. Yeah? I've been saying it for a while, but look at what happens when Canelo goes in there with Charlo or Callum Smith. They feel something and they're like, oh damn. Yeah? And these are pro boxers. I'm telling you, Fake Paul will have something similar. Fake Paul will feel something from Mike and he'll think, oh my damn. Just Tyron Woodley, who's no good and small, was chasing Fake Paul around the ring in the first fight. You can say, oh, he's improved. He hasn't improved to being there a genuine 230 pounder who's coming in there with bad intentions, like Mike said. You best believe that.
Mike Tyson looking to pin down the evasive Roy Jones Jr. He's currently out of range. Tyson charges.
You never let me believe that
tying them up.
Fake Paul's got better feet than Roy Jones at this age. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. Just don't. I'm telling you, man. When Mike digs any of them shots, if Mike's able to dig any of them shots on Fake Paul's arms or his body or his head, he's dug into the... Fake Paul will run.
Tyson looking to use his physicality.
See, look, he's got the snap. Maybe it's the big gloves before when I was talking about him pushing his shots. This looks good.
Like this.
Not this bit here. This combination here looks good. Double jab. Bop. Double jab bop. Jab jab. That looked quick to me. Pop pop. Listen. Like I said, if that Mike Tyson who was there 4 years ago gets in the ring with a fake Paul, there's no in my mind how it goes.
So 4 rounds come.
No doubt.
Jab from Roy Jones is countered by a lead hook.
And Mike was going to Roy Jones's body a lot as well on purpose because it was an exhibition. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, like the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about these bars, people. Stop it.